Movies and Martinis celebrates women and diversity in the entertainment world
by ranking trending movies, shows, and books
with two completely different perspectives and ranked by delicious martinis.
Listen to find out how many martinis we felt it was worth.
And learn about the women who have written, performed, and/or directed in everything we have rated.
A new episode is available every Thursday on your favorite podcast platform and YouTube. What's up, everyone? Welcome to our podcast. I'm Priya.
I'm Mercy. Hey, Priya, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Very good.
Cheers.
Cheers. So much for our whole idea of martinis in the morning.
I
That
know.
didn't work out, huh?
Because, y'all, we would be trashed.
Yes, so you're welcome, listeners.
Yes, I used to do a radio show with someone else a while ago, and we used to have wine sponsors, and we had one episode we were completely trashed. So it's okay to have like a little sip once in a while, but you know.
Yes, yes. We'll drink some when we record together, like whenever we meet up somewhere in the United States. How's that? Awesome.
I love it. So today is November Open Bar.
Yes, only top shelf for our listeners. We only share the best of the best because there's always so much going on. So we want to make sure we stay true to only sharing our favorites. Total spoiler alert for all you listeners on some of the things we're going to talk about, although I don't think we talk in detail too much about certain things.
Yeah, we're just like mentioning the names, little tidbits, where it's at, where you can see it, dates.
Yeah. I love it.
I love it. You're safe. I love it. You're safe, y'all.
Yay. All right. So you want me to start with what I have brewing for November?
Yeah. Tell me what you're watching right now.
Okay. So I have a lot of things to tell you about. I'm super hooked on Suits. I know I spoke about it previously. It's a long season. Suits ran from 2011 to 2019. So there is a lot of shows. I did find out that the show is going to have a spinoff because of the amount of success it's had since it was aired on Netflix.
Oh.
So yeah. So this show is beautiful to me. Like I love this show. First of all, I love law drama, anything to do with law and all that kind of stuff. And then there's the behind the story of all the characters, right? And it's also all in Manhattan, and it just portrays the city of Manhattan so beautifully, and I love that. So the music is also great, super modern. One of the things that it had that I thought was interesting about the show is that the show is actually filmed in Canada. But it's
I think I mentioned this the last time.
Right? So now they're considering the spinoff to really be happening in New York City, which would be awesome.
It would make so much sense. Come on.
Yeah, thank you. So one of the reasons I love the show so much, obviously, it's because I love the law drama. But the three main actresses that I absolutely love, which is Megan, Duchess of Sussex. Did I say that right? Okay. So she's Rachel Zane, she's amazing. Love her character. Then there's Gina Torres. So Gina Torres, who's a Cuban actress, is a total badass as Jessica Pearson, and it's her firm. So she's amazing, and I'm hoping that she'll somehow come back in one of the spinoffs. And then they have Sarah Rafferty, which is Donna, and Donna is like every girl's alter ego. She knows everything. She's a step ahead of everybody. And so she would be like the perfect real friend out there because she knows everything. She knows the perfect thing to tell you for every occasion. So yeah, so the show is great. I'm telling you, Priya, you should give it a shot, at least 1 or 2 episodes, and see how you feel about it.
Okay, if I have nothing to watch, maybe.
It's good. I'm telling you, it's good. Okay. So that's what I'm watching. I'm also watching The Morning Show.
So that's 3. On my list too.
Okay, so we're watching that, which is great.
Wait. Let's go back to Suits. What would you give Suits now that you're rewatching it?
Oh, 5. 5 then and 5 now.
And where are you watching it at?
5.
Where are you watching it?
I'm watching it on Netflix.
Nice.
Which is where it's airing now. Yeah. I actually went back to Boston Legal because I was watching this. Remember
Talk about throwback.
Talk about throwback. And it's still, It's so funny and so inappropriate so many times, but so funny. It's like, oh my gosh, you could tell how the times have
everything
changed.
back then was inappropriate. Nowadays, you're just like, you can't say that.
You can't. Oh, but it was so good. Anyway, so yeah, so the morning show, it's the one that we're both watching. Are you enjoying it so far?
Yes, I am. Okay. And I think the drama's juicy. I love both Jennifer and Reese and all the supporting characters. I love them all. Yeah.
Yeah, and we have a new big actor now, right? What's his name?
Yeah, so he plays the billionaire. Do you have it open on IMDb?
I do. Why can't I see him? Let me see where he's at. Why isn't he coming up?
Well, I know this is season 2. Season 3, and it's on Apple TV. And I think the last episode they just aired, she was getting it on with
John Hamm.
Yes.
John Hamm. Yeah.
Yes.
So he's Paul Marks.
So Jennifer is getting on with Paul Marks. Spoiler.
Yeah. Yeah. Total
they
spoiler
finally
alert
hook up
there.
After all the tension they had the last couple of episodes.
Yeah. And so what the heck is happening? Did you notice? I mean, I don't know how far you are on it right now, but did you notice the whole drama where they bring somebody to replace Bradley?
Oh, the girl. No,
yeah.
wait. No.
Yes, they bring, I think her name is Hannah. And she's replacing Bradley. So you're like, what the hell happened? Billy and I went back an episode prior to see, did she leave? Did they fire her? Did she quit? Did we miss it? You don't miss it. It's just they throw it out there like randomly, and they just throw that Bradley is replaced. But then it comes back and Bradley's still there. So I think it's that Bradley is given, which is Reese Witherspoon, is given like the night show, like the evening show. And so then that's where Hannah comes in.
She's on the Plus platform, right?
Yeah, but I guess I lost it from before. How the last
I didn't even notice that. Completely over my head. I didn't even notice that. Because I know there's all that drama going on with her brother right now and the January 6th insurrection stuff.
Yeah, that's like a throwback.
Yeah.
It's a throwback. So that's what the whole video was about, because it left you wondering what the heck is that video they're talking about.
Yep.
So I think they kind of make you think that it was a video, like a sexual video between her and Laura, but it isn't. It's really about her brother.
Well, no, so there's two things happening there. So the sexual stuff is when they got hacked, which I think is the billionaire, by the way. I think
it's definitely the billionaire. I'll tell you that.
The billionaire.
It's definitely, it comes out later on. It is him.
Oh.
So I'm ahead of you.
Okay.
But when they get hacked, there's this video that Corey kind of covers Bradley's ass with, right?
Yes.
So it insinuates, and you think that video is some inappropriate video that was filmed between Bradley and Laura.
Yeah.
So you go into a throwback and you see their relationship during COVID, how they move in together and all that.
Oh yeah.
But the video has nothing to do with them. The video is about her on January 6th.
Filming her brother.
Editing the part of her brother out.
Okay, so this must be the latest episode. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's good.
Trouble.
Yeah, so no rating yet, but it's looking good for Martinis. So keep watching it. It's really good. It's halfway.
And that's on Apple TV.
Yes.
Okay,
Apple
what's
TV.
Next? What else are you watching?
So I'm really not watching anything else specifically. I've been reading a lot because I was traveling a lot the whole month of October. I finished reading a book called In 5 Years. It was excellent. I absolutely loved it.
I haven't started it yet.
Oh, well then spoiler alert for you.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Hit me with it.
The book is excellent. So it's a New York Times bestseller by Rebecca Serling. It is a romance novel and a time travel fiction because she goes back and forth. It has to do with relationships, love, friendship, and an absolute plot twist. So the book starts with her and her boyfriend. They're in love. They're both, I want to say they're probably in their 30s, late 20s or early 30s, and she's been dating this guy for a while and they're really in love. They're going to get engaged, blah blah blah. the night that they get engaged, she has a dream, and the dream happens to be in this specific apartment, which is absolutely beautiful, and this super hot guy makes absolutely perfect love to her, and then cooks for her, and they have all this
is there sexy time in the book?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Snap.
Yes, it is. And so they have all this chemistry going on and all this stuff with this random guy that she's dreaming about. She's never met in her life. So she's asking the guy, like, what is happening? What is happening? I thought I just got engaged last night.
Yeah.
To her boyfriend. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So when she wakes up, she feels guilty that she kind of just cheated and really liked it. And her fiance now is right there. So this guy she's really into, she's never met, but she made love with him. She had never made before. So now she knows she's missing something with her boyfriend. So you're kind of like, what? Meanwhile, she has her best friend in the world. They're like night and day, but they're like friends like forever. And he gets diagnosed with cancer, and they have all these horrible things happening. And it talks about their bond and their friendship and being there for each other and growing together. So it's beautiful. And so it turns out that her best friend's boyfriend, the man of her dreams that totally adores her, is the one in her dream. Her best friend who has cancer. Yeah. Her best friend. You saw a squirrel and I lost you. So the character's best friend who has cancer, and who you're going through this journey of these two girls with, right? Being there for each other and all this love and all this stuff. Her man of her dreams, who's completely in love with her, is the character's guy she has this absolute sex with in this beautiful apartment. So the book's like all over the place, like, oh my God, how are you, so I guess you're going to end up with your best friend who's dying's boyfriend. That's who you're really going to end up with. And so it goes on and on, but the story of the two girls is actually stronger than the story of the main character with any guy. So it's a beautiful story. And it goes on and on. You really have to read the book. It's just beautiful. He kind of, the best friend who passes away wills her beautiful apartment, and she recreates this beautiful space for her best friend, and she leaves it for her. And it's that apartment she had a dream in. And it was, so it was her.
It was like a
vision. It was weird because she had all this sexual encounter with that guy who she's never met before, and then meets him as her best friend's boyfriend. So it's very awkward, and you're thinking the book kind of takes you down this road that they're going to end up together, but it's not. It's more about her finding herself through her friend and through all these relationships. It's a beautiful book. And everything happens within 5 years, so it's really cool.
Hence the title, anyway, in 5 years.
In 5 years. I give it five martinis. I have to tell you, I did hear a couple of people. Raquel was one of the ones that told me, she goes, I didn't really care for the book at all. Did not like the back and forth. I didn't like how it ended. So, there's a book for everybody.
That's interesting.
I loved it. So everybody's different. But yeah, I give it 5 martinis. And again, it is called In 5 Years by Rebecca Surley. It was released in 2020, and it is a New York Times bestseller.
Nice.
Other than that, we are now reading Family Lore. Have you even started that one, Priya? No. Okay.
I've been traveling a lot. I'm using your excuse.
Yeah, that's true. I see you traveling. So Family Lore, just a shout out there for it, is a Dominican author called Elizabeth Acevedo. And this is a domestic fiction. And it is now, talk about goals, Priya, listen to this. It is it's shortlisted for the 2023 Center of Fiction Novel Prize.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
That's awesome.
So I'm reading it. It is so colorful and so refreshing and so different. And there's little parts that are in Spanish because she's talking about her family and they're Dominican, but they're in the States. And it's a great read so far. I'm really enjoying it. So I just wanted to throw that at you. And before I'm done, since you gave me the microphone first and I got to share everything, I'm going to throw 4 things that are coming up November 17th that I want to share. Okay. The first one is The Hunger Games, The Ballad of the Songbird and Snakes. Yes. Did you know that was coming up?
Yes, I mentioned it the last open bar.
Well, I forgot. So now I remember.
That's okay.
My second one is Thanksgiving, which is coming out at coming up in November. And it is actually a horror mystery thriller.
Ooh.
Called Thanksgiving. Yeah, I don't know how they mix that up.
Carving somebody.
Oh, I don't know.
Carve.
No, yeah. Okay. The next one is Trolls Band Together, which has a lot of people talking about NSYNC getting back together because of the music and all that kind of stuff. That's coming out November 17th. And the last one that I was going to talk about is Next Goal Wins, which is actually a comedy drama sport movie that's coming up. So that's it for me.
You know, I was doing my research and nothing popped up. None of those popped up.
There you go. So funny. That's what I'm here for. That's why we're partners, right?
Okay. Let me do mine real quick. Okay.
Hit me with yours.
Okay. The first one is American Horror Story. It's on season. I don't know what season this is. I am only mentioning this because Kim Kardashian is in this season, and my husband and I love this show, but we are so freaking bored with this season. Every season is a different storyline. Right. It's witches, ghosts, aliens, something crazy. So this year it's about childbirth. And Kim plays like a PR agent to star. Anyway, I am just bored as hell and we stopped watching. So y'all, I give it a 2.5 if you've been deliberating whether or not to watch this season. Don't waste your time.
Spoiler alert again.
And it's funny because I've seen the reviews saying that, she's doing a great job as acting in this, but the acting is not far off from her real personality. So
you think maybe it's a plot?
I don't know. Okay. I'm just bored and I stopped watching. Yeah, and that's on Hulu, guys. All right. So the next show is Gen V. It's really good. It's like a cross between the mutants and Marvel characters, and it follows a group of kids in college that all have superpowers, and they're in a world that embraces heroes with superpowers, but all these heroes have flaws, and it's just so good. Me and Wade love it. It's out on Prime. I would definitely give it a 4.5.
Awesome.
Yep. The next one, of course, is morning on Apple TV. Morning show on Apple TV. We just covered that.
Yes.
Then I have Loki season 2, which is on Disney Plus, and that follows the character Loki from the Thor series. We're on season 2, and this is so good. Is so good. It's sci-fi at its best. Loki's trying to figure out what's happening, like why his. So in this series, Loki has multiple versions of himself. Because there's all these versions of his timeline, like off in the quantum realm, blah, blah, blah. So he's trying to figure out where one of these Lokis is, because he's in love with that Loki. Hence, he's in love with himself. And it's a female Loki. She's pretty. She has her own thing going on. And there's all this drama because there's this overlord, like, trying to cut everybody down. Wade, what's the name of the overlord in Loki? Kang the Conqueror is the overlord of the universe. Okay. And so it's so good. So definitely 5 guys. Check it out on Disney Plus. The next one is the Fall of the House of Usher. Okay. And it's on Netflix. And this show, like, so it's a little gory, Mercy. It's a little gory because there's a lot of death, and there's some sci-fi in there, some spooky sci-fi, but it is so good. It's like a murder mystery, and you're trying to figure out the whole time, like, who's killing off all the main characters. So there's this billionaire who makes a deal with the devil, or she's sort of like the devil, and him and his sister make this deal with her. And part of this deal is that he gets to make all his millions and enjoy his life. But at some point, he's going to end up dying. And when he dies, all his heirs have to die with him, meaning all his kids. So he has a whole bunch of bastard children that die in all these like crazy, reckless ways. Hence all the deaths. And you don't find out until the end of it, you know, what happens. But one big sad part, guys, spoiler alert, the granddaughter dies. So there's one granddaughter and she's super sweet. And the devil hates killing her, but kills her anyway.
Oh, crap.
At the end, but it's really, really good.
And so it's not a movie, it's actual show.
It's a show on
and
Netflix.
There'll be a second season.
I don't know. It just literally ended. Like, so I don't know, but I would definitely give it a 4.5. So check it out.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Okay,
very good.
Oh, so not completely. It's book related.
Okay.
And I've been reading my smut books, you know, my sci-fi smut books. I just finished one about a pirate and powers and all this stuff, sci-fi. Anyway, so I just learned that Scholastic is adding a no diversity option. Do you guys remember when we were little and we used to love going to the Scholastic book fair? We'd get a little $10 from our mom, and then, you know, we'd show up at school and we feel like amazing because we got to get our favorite books or whatever that we picked. Now Scholastic is adding an option where you get to choose a list that has no diversity in it. And I'm sharing this because it shocked me, and I thought you all should know, because it's playing into the optics of politics right now, what's happening with so many of these states trying to construe history and take diversity out of our books and blah, blah, blah. It sounds really sad. I was on an upbeat note.
I was like, what the hell? Wait,
I know. I thought you all should know.
What's up with that? Okay.
Yes. Okay, coming out. So For All Mankind, it's a twist on our space race, but everybody's going to Mars. And their latest season is coming out, season 4. And I'm super excited. It's coming out November 10th. It's on Apple TV. And now they've landed on Mars. They've created a colony. Fast forward, and then they're bringing in a whole bunch of new actors who want to go to Mars and live in Mars, and a whole bunch of new drama. So I'm excited about that one. And oh, here's another one that you wouldn't think I would bring up, but on Thanksgiving, Disney's pushing out a new movie called Wish.
I heard about that.
Yes.
I heard about that.
Yes, it looks super cute. I think it's like an Arabic, Middle Eastern kind of vibe going on. You know how Disney likes to do different cultures.
Yes.
It doesn't really point in that direction, but you kind of get the vibe of it.
Okay.
And she makes a wish, not so much on like, you know, a genie lamp or whatever, but she makes a wish, and the main character, and it looks super cute.
That's awesome. And I see that the main character is Ariana the Bossy.
Yeah.
Yes, and it has Chris Pine. So, oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, Chris Pine. I didn't see that. Love Chris Pine.
Yep.
And the next one is not a movie coming out now this year, but I heard about it and I was excited and I wanted to share. So they're remaking the Highlander movie that came out years ago.
Yeah.
And Henry Cavill is going to play the Highlander.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
You're like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited because I love Henry Cavill.
All right.
Okay. And that's it for my stuff.
That's a lot. That's a lot of open bar stuff. I love it.
Yes.
So we froze. That's a lot of great stuff, Priya. So
all right. Well,
that is it for our open bar.
Thank you guys for listening. Make sure you like, share, follow, check out everything. Let us know what you thought, and make sure you tune in next week.
Let us know if we forgot anything coming up in November that you wanted to hear more about. We'd love to cover it for you. We'd love to hear from you. So till the next one, have a great one. Bye. Bye, Priya.